guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the products that I'm going to be using throughout the week. I like to refer to this as Shop My Stash. If you're curious as to why I'm in my vehicle right now filming this, then you can watch my introductory video, which will explain further as to why I am filming out of my car. But I feel like as this channel evolves and I upload more and more videos, it will just become second nature for you to expect to see me either in my car or at my home. So anyways, let's dive right in so we're not keeping you here all day long. I did bring all of the products with me today to show you what I will be using this week, and I will be uploading these weekly for you just so you can sort of see what I'm using throughout the week, and I will kind of give you a roundabout as to how I feel about them, and then maybe on like later on in the week I will sort of do a recap either on here or on Snapchat, and that will sort of let you know how I felt about these products. So this just keeps me cycling through my stash, so I'm not forgetting about any specific products, and of course I'm getting use out of all of the things that I've purchased by doing this. So if this is something you're interested in, and if you enjoyed this video today, I would love to encourage you to subscribe and like the video, ring the notification bell so you can be uploaded anytime I upload, and we're just going to dive right into it. So this is going to be in no particular order just because I have them in a box right here, and I'll just be pulling from this box. So the first thing I'm going to mention to you guys is this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. This is obviously the pressed version of this powder, and that's sort of what it looks like there. This is new to me. I am looking for something to really mask the very visible pores that I have right here in my cheek area, and I was recommended this product. So far, I've been using it for about a week now, and so far I feel like this does actually significantly camouflage the pores that I'm looking to hide. I go in basically with a couple taps with a velour puff and sort of roll it into my cheek area, and I've been really happy with it so far. So I'm getting some use out of that this week. And then for my T-zone, because that's where I'm most oily, and if I have issues with my foundation sort of sliding off my nose, my chin, or my nose, my forehead, or my chin, this is what really helps with that. I already have a backup of this. I love this product. This is the Dermablend Loose Translucent Powder. And basically what I will do with this is just take a sponge, tap it in the product. The sponge is usually just barely damp, and then I will just sort of pack it in these areas in which you know, I'm most oily, and this really does help control oil. I have a lot of experience with this powder, and it is one of my absolute favorites, something that like I said, I've already repurchased, and really something I feel is holy grail to me in the sense that I feel like I always have to have it in my collection, because before this I hadn't really found anything that really kept my makeup in place all day long. And this came into my life, and since then it will probably be in every weekly favorite or weekly Shop My Stash, just because there's really nothing else out there that works as good as this for me. So for setting the under eyes this week, I've gone in with this guy here from Cover FX, and this is the Illuminating Setting Powder in Light. I have this deluxe size sample here, and I just wanted to get some more use out of it. I have used this in the past, and it's not my absolute favorite powder. It's not the worst I've ever used, but I really just kind of selected it for under my eyes specifically this week. So that is what I'm using to set down my concealer. All right, so for base products to sort of mask the darkness under my eyes, I'm gonna be using this guy here from Becca, and this is their under eye brightening corrector. And so this is very new to me. I've noticed it's just a deluxe size sample, but I feel like for a deluxe size sample, I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. It's going to probably last me a very long time. This is extremely emollient, so it's a little bit thick under the eyes. I won't say it's, you know, too thick. You know, I can blend it out and I can sort of set it in just fine, but this really does help brighten the under eyes. I think it's a really nice product. So far so good with that. For concealers this week, I have chosen two, and I've been mixing them. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral, and then this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. So I have noticed that this Wet n Wild concealer is very much a dupe for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And then of course, we all know about the Tarte Shape Tape. It's just a very full coverage, sort of drying, in my opinion, concealer. So what I like to do is mix this with something else. And so this is just the combo I'm gonna be going in with this week. And so far so good, I've really been enjoying that. I am using these two foundations this week, actually these three foundations. So the first one I've selected is the Clinique Super Balanced Foundation, and I have this in the shade 03 Silk Bear. This is relatively new to me. I've only used it maybe a couple times, so I haven't yet used it this week. I've been going in with the other combo that I'm going to show you, but from what I can remember of this, I did enjoy it, so I'll probably go in with this tomorrow or maybe the next day, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So there's that. And then these are the two foundations that I've been pairing together so far this week. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte paired with the very new to me Pro Glow. So this is a little too matte for me in my opinion. This used to be absolutely perfect for me when I had super oily skin. But I find nowadays it's just a little bit too mattifying for me. So I've been mixing it with illuminating foundation. So this has been my combo this week. For shade reference, in the Pro Glow, I am in the shade Creamy Natural, and Shell Beige in the Pro Matte. So the reason that I said I would probably go in with this within the next day or two is because I'm just about out of this, and I really wanted to cycle through this and get through this product. So I think I have maybe 1 or 2 uses left of this, and then I will be done with this and on to the Clinique. So that's sort of my game plan for foundations this week. And then as far as primers go, I have a little deluxe size sample of this Cover FX Illuminating Primer. I basically use illuminating primers in the outer perimeters of my face, so just getting some use out of this. I'm almost through with it. And then the Optical Illusion from Urban Decay is what I've been using to really fill in those pores and help mattify throughout the day. So I love this product. I've got some experience with it. I've used it several times in the past. You get so much product in this tube. It is a little bit spendy in my opinion, but I really do think this absolutely helps fill in those pores and blur things out. So this is one that I would recommend picking up if you have, you know, just pore issues that you're trying to sort of mask. I love this product. I think it's really, really nice. So that is it for like base products. As far as the eyes go, I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm just about done with this guy as well. This is in the original formula. It's just a little sample size. I'm almost done with it, so I wanted to go ahead and use it this week to get through that. I am using the Wet n Wild Creme Brulee to go ahead and set that primer down. Absolutely love this guy here. For eyeshadow palettes this week, I have chosen 3 eyeshadow palettes to work with. The one that I'm wearing today is the Modern Renaissance palette. So I did go in with this guy today. This is one of my absolute all-time favorite palettes. I haven't reached for it in a while, so I chose it to sort of, you know, just be able to play with it this week and get some more use out of it. And then I have the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. I love this guy. It is just perfect for when you're trying to get out the door in the morning and you don't have a lot of time. You know, you have 9 shades in this palette, so it keeps it really simple, very minimal in terms of, you know, shade selection, but it's just enough to get a nice full and complete look. And like I said, I just love this guy. So pulled him out. And then the last one is pretty new to me. I have used this once so far. This is the Shade and Light Eye palette. Just the little guy. She has 4 or 5 of these, I believe, and this is in the shade Rust. So those are your shades. I thought that they would pair really nicely with the other 2 palettes, and I love the Kat Von D formula. So those are new to me. I purchased Plum, Rust, and Sage. So I pulled that one in because I thought, again, it complemented the other palettes that I chose this week. So for eyeliners, I chose 2. This is one of my holy grails. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. Chose this guy. I'm wearing it today. I wear it on most days that I use liquid liner. So pulled him into the mix, and then I'm also working with this Rimmel gel eyeliner in 001 Black. This did sort of dry out on me, so I went ahead and added a little bit of my maracuja oil from Tarte, and so far so good. It restored it. I won't say back to its original, you know, creaminess, but it did get it to the point where I could actually utilize it. So excited to get a little more use out of this before I probably have to throw it away. What else do we have? I pulled out a single shadow. This is one of the L'Oreal Infallible shadows. This is an Amber Rush. These are really, really beautiful. I do have this in the center of my lid today, and I've used this every single day this week. So I've just really enjoyed working with it. I like these shadows from L'Oreal, and I especially love that shade. For brows, I've pulled in, let me see here, 3 different brow products. So I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil to sort of line my brows. I am using the medium brown Milani brow pomade. Again, I had to go in with a little bit of oil to sort of make this creamy enough for me to utilize it. So I pulled this in to hopefully get a bit more use out of that. And then of course the Essence Make Me Brow. This is one of my all-time favorite brow setters. Absolutely love this little guy. So pulled him in. And for mascaras, I pulled the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Lash Primer to sort of you know, prep my eyes for mascara on days that I'm not using false lashes. I am using this today. I think this is a great little product from the drugstore, and I'm nearly out of it. I do have another lash primer that I want to try out, so I thought I would go ahead and use it this week and sort of get rid of it. That way I can try the next thing out. And then I have the Essence Lash Princess, another one that I am trying to work through. This is a phenomenal mascara. I absolutely love this guy, and I don't want it to go bad. I don't want it to dry out. So with mascaras, I typically try to only open a couple at a time and really use those until they are gone before I open up the next one. So those are my eye products. And then so we have for contouring, I chose to pull in the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. I've been using this every day this week to sort of cream contour, which is something that's really new to me, cream contouring, and I've really been enjoying it. Now, when I had oily skin, I was really fearful of cream products on my face. I had tried them in the past and they broke apart on me midway through the day, but I have found that this has stayed put and in place all day long. This blends out really nicely, and I've really enjoyed working with this. So I was excited to pull it in. I've been very excited to use it throughout the week, and next week I'll pull in something else for a cream, but I think I'll be sad to not have it. For setting that cream contour, I chose my Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette in Dulce de Leche. This is what it looks like. I have used and abused this product absolutely hands down. The packaging is worn out. I've hit pan on both sides. These are beautiful, soft powders from the drugstore. So I've got this on today. I've been using it all week and I've really been enjoying it. So happy to have that in my stash this week. And then I did pull in a face palette. This is the Becca Après-Ski Glow palette. This came out for holiday 2017. These are the shades inside the palette. You do get 3 highlights, a blush topper, a bronzer, and a blush. This is the blush I have on today. I did top that contour powder I mentioned just earlier with this guy here. And then I used the pink highlight, which is in the shade Rose Quartz. Nope. What are you? It's not blushed copper, that's this one. Rose Quartz, I'm sorry. So I used Rose Quartz today to sort of highlight, and I love this palette, you guys. It was spendy. It did go on sale after I purchased it, which really bummed me out, but I do enjoy using that palette. Happy to have it in my stash this week and get a little bit more use out of it. So that's that. What else do I have? What else? I think that's all that's in my little caddy here. So I always pick products that are small and compact and easy to travel with. So when I touch up midway through the day, I have those options. So for bronzer, to touch up my bronzer, I did bring this guy here. This is just a sample size of my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love this. I've since gone out and purchased this in full size, but I really wanted to get some more use out of this little sample here. So I pulled him in to sort of touch up midway through the day. I pulled in this Laura Geller blush that I have. This is her Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl Blush in the shade Rosewater. Really beautiful color. I think this is such a fun color for this time of year. Really any time of year. I just love this shade of blush. Really pretty. Sort of has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I pulled that in just in my makeup bag here to carry with me throughout the week. For mascara to touch up, I have this Maybelline Lash Sensational. So these are the only 3 mascaras I currently have open in my collection. So I've been using this midway through the day just to touch up my lashes. And for eyeliner, my eyeliner switches up daily, just depends on what eye look I've gone in with. But I did, and I always usually have a Marc Jacobs highliner in my bag to touch up midway through the day, because I just think these are the most fabulous eyeliners on the planet. This is in the shade Rococo. It's just this really pretty brown, and I just think this is flattering with this shade is flattering for the palettes that I've chosen this week. So went ahead and put him in my bag just to carry him throughout the week. And then as far as lip products go, oh, I'm sorry, for highlight, I did bring a small highlight to travel with, and that is the Wet n Wild Gold Bar. So I brought him in my bag just to touch up with it throughout the week, get a little use out of it here and there. So that is what I'm using this week for highlight. Now for lips, I have a couple different lip products that I'm going to be working with. This is the liner I chose this week, what's left of it. This is NYX Slide On Glide On pencil in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. This is all I have left of this guy. I do have another one already because this is my all-time favorite lip liner ever. So this is what I'll be using this week to line my lips. And then I did also pull in the other NYX Slide On Glide On. This is in the shade Red Tape. The reason I pulled this in is because I do have this red lippy from Maybelline in the shade Very Cherry. This is just the Maybelline Bullet lipstick. It's a very satin sort of, I would say, shiny finish to this. Beautiful red, absolutely love this color, and I feel like one day this week I'm going to pop out with a red lip. I just haven't decided what day yet. And then I did pull in this Marc Jacobs mini. This is the La Marque Lip Creme in the shade Slow Burn, which is a really popular shade from them. I got this in a Sephora Give Me Nudes lip kit. This is all I have left of this guy, and I just think this is such a beautiful shade. I really enjoy using this, and the formula of these lipsticks is absolutely beautiful. Pretty long wearing for a regular lipstick, so I just pulled that in to get a little bit more use out of it. And I think that's it, you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I will keep you posted on how these products ended up working out for me. Most of them I've used in the past and I really enjoy them. So I think there's only a couple new things that I pulled in this week. So anyways, if you are interested in following along with me for daily check-ins and updates, I do that on Snapchat. I will leave my Snapchat handle in the description box down below if you are interested in following along there. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today. And I will see you in the next video, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.